Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Friday, November 4th, but there's college football tonight. So guess what? Here are my college football best bets for tonight. We are recording this, like I said, the morning of Friday, October 4th. You normally associate college football with Saturdays, but we got some games on Fridays. So what I did was hop on to oddsjam.com, filtered specifically for college football, and here we have it. I got a play for you guys that I really like. We're looking at the first quarter total points over 10 in the Duke versus Boston College game, minus 108 at FanDuel. So this is a play that I really like. I'm actually going to put a full unit, on this one at a Duke Boston College first quarter total over 10. So touchdown and field goal pushes. Anything more than that hits. Let me go ahead and lock this one in. Bet has been placed. Perfect. So let's chat about this one. So again, the play, Duke versus Boston College. I almost said college football. First quarter total over 10, minus 108 odds at FanDuel. So it's a positive expected value bet. How do I know that? I know that because I went on OddsJam.com, I went to tools, and I went to positive EV, and it showed up. But to talk to you about the math behind it, so this column here, the no-vig odds, price this at about minus 108, minus 109, if you want to round up there. So basically, the way this works is these no-vig lines. If you're familiar with the OddsJam YouTube channel, you're probably sick of hearing this, but for those of you who are new, the way it works is OddsJam back-tested a bunch of betting opportunities, collected thousands and thousands of historical data, collected historical data points, basically, about all of these betting opportunities, and use that to try and determine, all right, what sportsbooks consistently over the course of time do the best job at pricing odds, not just for one specific bet, but over the course of time. And also for different markets, right? Like, is FanDuel better at NFL than college football? Is Caesars better at baseball? Stuff like that. Just basically trying to determine what sportsbooks are the best at pricing different types of odds. And once they collected all that data and made that determination, they spat out this formula to remove the VIG from all those sharp books using a weighted average. So giving different weights for the different markets and giving heavier weights towards the sharper books. So like if there's three, let's pretend, and I'm not saying this is the case, let's pretend that the three best at pricing college football are DraftKings, Caesars, and BetMGM. But DraftKings is the best of the three. They're all good. DraftKings is the best. Maybe they'll give DraftKings 40% of the weight and then 30 to Caesars and BetMGM, something like that. Like that's kind of how it works. It's a logical way to remove the VIG and find out what all these smart sports books price the true line of a market to be. Because that's essentially what this is. It's the true line of what a market should truly be priced at. So they have it at minus 109. We got it at minus 108. That's positive expected value. So I mentioned that like everything that shows up on the positive EV page, it's going to be mathematically profitable. But that doesn't mean that you should just place every single bet. There's additional research that you can do to make sure that you are placing the best of the best. They're all going to be mathematically profitable. They all shouldn't be taken. You can kind of do your own research into the plays themselves. And I don't mean like do your own handicapping, like, oh, how do these offenses and defenses fare in the first quarter? I mean, let the sports books that are pricing odds do the work for you and just take advantage of the ones that are mispriced. So this FanDuel at minus 108. Look at every other book that prices this total. BetMGM, minus 120. Caesars, minus 125. DraftKings, minus 120. Pinnacle, minus 121. All of these sports books are saying, hey, we think that the over is the more likely scenario. So that's how we're going to price it. We're going to make it more expensive to buy. The only sports book that doesn't have that is FanDuel at minus 108. So if you're taking advantage of sports books that have mispriced lines, that's how you can be profitable in the long run. So if you open this up in a new tab, it pulls up where every sportsbook prices this total at. And then we can see one book actually does price it a half point higher at 10.5. And that's massive. That half point, 10 points is huge. As I mentioned, touchdown and field goal, check. At least this pushes. Touchdown and field goal, this bet loses. So that extra half point is actually huge. So anyways, this is going to be my favorite bet for tonight for college football. Duke at Boston College, first quarter total over 10, minus 108 on FanDuel, and that's it. So if you're tailing this bet, let me know, comment on the video with your feedback. But that's all I got for you guys. So I appreciate you watching.